Class 8 Science, Chapter 13 Sound, and in this video we will discuss about sound produced by humans, sound needs a medium for propagation, and how do we hear sound. First come to sound produced by humans. Speak loudly for a while, or sing a song, or buzz like a bee. Put your hand on your throat and feel vibrations. In humans, the sound is produced by the voice box or the larynx. Put your fingers on the throat and find a hard bump that seems to move when you swallow. निगलना. आप जब किसी चीज को निगलते हैं, उस समय अपने गले पर फिंगर्स रखिए और उस हार्ड बम्प को फील करिए. ठीक है ना. बम्प का मतलब ऊपरा आगे वाला, इस आगे जो निकलता है. That part of body is known as voice box. It is at the upper end of the windpipe. This diagram represents the voice box in humans, and in this you can see, with the help of fingers, you can feel that voice box. Two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box or larynx in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit. Slit means hole between them for the passage of air. When the lungs force air through the slit, the vocal cords vibrate, and this vibration produces sound. Muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cords tight or loose. When the vocal cords are tight and thin, the type or quality of voice is different from that when they are loose and thick. Now, this diagram represents the larynx, and in this larynx you can see these two are the vocal cords. Okay. And this diagram represents the vocal cords have gap between them. And when vocal cords vibrate, then there is a narrow gap between vocal cords. The vocal cords in men are about 20 millimeter long. In women, these are about 15 millimeter long. Children have very short vocal cords. This is the reason why the voices of men, women, and children are different. Now, how do the vocal cords function? This can be explained on the basis of some activities. Come to first activity. Take two rubber strips of the same size, like this, rubber strips. Place these two pieces one above the other and stretch them tight. Now blow air through the gap between them. As the air blows through the stretched rubber strips, a sound is produced. See this diagram? Okay. These are the two pieces of rubber strips, one above the other. This girl make them tight and blowing air. Okay, then sound is produced. One more activity. Take a piece of paper with a narrow slit and hold it between your fingers as shown in this figure. See this, you make this paper strip like this. Okay, and hold it like this and blow the air. Now blow through the slit and listen to the sound. Our vocal cords produce sound in a similar manner. Now sound needs a medium for propagation. Propagation means एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाना. One activity is there. Take a metal or glass tumbler. Make sure that it is dry. Place a cell phone in it. That is mobile. Place this mobile in this glass tumbler. Ask a friend to give a ring on this cell phone from another cell phone. Listen to the ring carefully. Now, surround the rim means kinara, of the tumbler with your hands like this diagram. Okay, with the help of these hands, surround the rim of this tumbler. Put your mouth on the opening between your hands. Indicate to your friend to give a ring again. Listen to the ring while sucking air from the tumbler. Now this time, when ring is coming, you suck the air from the tumbler. Clear? Does the sound become fainter as you suck air? You feel that sound becomes fainter than earlier when we try to suck air. From this we can conclude that sound needs a medium to travel. Actually, when we suck from that tumbler, amount of air is decreases in the tumbler. As the amount of air in the tumbler decreases, the loudness of the ring also decreases. If all the air in the tumbler is sucked, we will not be able to listen any sound. When air has been removed completely from a vessel, it is said that there is a vacuum in the vessel. Now, what is the meaning of this vacuum? That is, even air is not present. This is the place where air is not present. That is known as vacuum. The sound cannot travel through a vacuum. Now, does sound travel in liquids? Let us find out. Take a bucket or a bathtub, fill it with clean water. Take a small bell in one hand. Shake this bell inside the water to produce sound. Make sure that the bell does not touch the body of the bucket or the tub. Place your ear gently on the water surface like this diagram. Clear? Be careful when you place your ear on the surface of water surface. Water should not enter your ear. Clear? Can you hear the sound of the bell? Yes, we can hear the sound of the bell. Now, we can conclude that sound can travel through liquids. That is how whales and dolphins, these are the aquatic animals, might be communicating underwater. Now, sound can travel through solids also. Let us find out. Take a meter scale or a long metal rod and hold its one end to your ear like this. This is a meter scale. Its one end at this ear. Clear? Then ask your friend to gently scratch or tap at the other end of the scale. At this. This your friend and is scratching this end. Can you hear the sound of the scratching? Ask your friends around you if they were able to hear the same sound. Then what we can conclude? We can say yes, we find that we can hear the sound of the scratch, but the people standing around us cannot hear the same sound. Clear? Same result can also be obtained from the another activity. Place your ear at one end of a long wooden or metallic table and ask your friend to gently scratch the other end of the table like this. Okay? This you place your ear at this end and this is your friend and he will scratch. Can you hear the sound of the scratching? Yes, we can hear the sound of scratch. We find that sound can travel through wood or metal. In fact, sound can travel through any solid. Sound can also travel through strings. Strings means tar or rassi. You can also make this type of toy telephone. Okay, these are the disposal glass. Okay, make a hole at the bottom of these glasses and insert this two ends of this string at these places. Okay, now then again perform this activity with the help of this setup. Clear? I think you can do it at your home also. Then when this your friend speaks something in this, then you can hear the same thing at this end. Clear? Vibrating objects produce sound and it is carried in all directions in a medium. And the medium could be a gas, a liquid or a solid. Now, how do we hear sound? हम आवाज कैसे सुनते हैं? सब जानते हैं हम. We hear sound through our ears. The shape of the outer part of the ear is like a funnel, like this. This is outer part of our ear. When sound enters it, it travels down a canal at the end of which there is a thin stretched membrane. See this diagram? This is a stretched membrane. Okay, its enlarged form is this one is. And this stretched membrane is called eardrum. It performs an important function. The eardrum is like a stretched rubber sheet. Sound vibrations make the eardrum vibrate. The eardrum send vibration to the inner ear through this eardrum. That we can say that is vibrations go to inner ear. From there, the signal goes to the brain. This is how we hear. Okay. Then, what is the function of this eardrum? We can explain or we can understand the functioning of this eardrum in our ear with the help of this activity. Take a plastic or tin can, cut its ends, both the ends cut it. Okay. Then stretch a piece of a rubber balloon across one end of the can and fasten, that is बांधना, it with a rubber band. एक साइड के अंदर रबर बैलून को रबर बैंड की मदद से आपको स्ट्रेच करके बांधना है. Okay, put 4 or 5 grains of dry cereals on the stretched rubber like this. Okay, these are the grains. Now ask your friend to speak hooray, hooray from open end. See this figure from this part. What will you observe? The grains jump up and down. See this. Okay. Then we can conclude the vibration caused underneath the stretched rubber. And these vibrations make the grain jump up and down. Thus, when sound waves fall on the eardrum, it starts vibrating back and forth rapidly. And these vibrations through the inner part of our ear go to the brain and we are able to hear. Is it clear? Thank you. Subscribe my channel to get the next video from this chapter.